Welcome to the Living Joyfully Show with your host, Dr. Sheri Kaye Hoff. Be sure to get your free gift at theinspiredactionsuccesscoach.com. theinspiredactionsuccesscoach.com. Get ready to step into your joy in today's episode. Here's our wonderful Sheri.
Hello everybody. This is Sheri Kaye Hoff, and welcome to my podcast here today. I'm so excited that you're here with me today, and I have a really special guest here. I have Bonnie Gortler from BonnieGortler.com. I just want to tell you that I've known Bonnie for 8 years, and she is a stock market guru. She also owns her own coaching company where she does wealth and well-being coaching. The thing that I love about Bonnie from knowing her the last 8 years is that she is a person who walks her talk. She is so diligent about what she believes in according to, how people can become wealthy. And she really wrote an incredible book, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about that. But we're just going to go ahead and get started here. Hi, Bonnie. How are you?
Hello, Sheri. Thanks for inviting me to join you. Welcome, everyone. My intention for you is to feel the courage to create change and apply one idea today. It's so great to be with you.
Oh, it's great to have you here, too. So I just want to start off by asking, what made you decide to start your business?
After losing my mom to cancer and watching my mother-in-law be paralyzed overnight, I learned an important lesson, that life was short. I learned without your health, there is no wealth. And my new path unfolded, and my life as an entrepreneur started. I experienced wealth, but I wasn't healthy. The challenge of the stock market, that kept me thriving and alive on the outside, but I was in pain on the inside. I was sad, angry, and numb. I lost my mom, and I spent years of holding my feelings inside, and I drowned myself in my work. So I wanted to feel better. I wanted to be happier, and I found a life coach and a trainer, and that's how my well-being journey began. And my coaches taught me to embrace change, the importance of personal development, and self-care. And eventually, I decided to give back, make a difference, and I really love to work with people. They struggle building wealth, but I help them create an investing and lifestyle plan so that they can enjoy life again. And I wanted to share today some key wealth strategies that changed my life, and they can change yours. And they're really just some simple words. 1 is to embrace change. 2, to let go of fear. Go out of your comfort zone. Create positive self-talk, because when you say negative words, it's not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to make you more and more just build on the negative. And the importance of being happy, which I really had absolutely no idea. And I learned you can choose happiness and enjoy your life, but live now. And one of my power words is lines is believe you can do anything that you set your mind to. So I started new goals. I added journaling to hobbies, and that helped me let go of my past. And my whole vocabulary, it changed. Instead of I can't, I won't, I fear, I realized that I could, and I say I can do it. So, and meeting coaches, and you were a really big influence in that, Sheri, you being my coach for all these years. But I began reading inspiring books. I took self-development courses. I started a blog, and I have a 36-year career in the stock market, but I'm loving being a wealth and well-being coach, and I love to make a difference in people's lives. And people, you can find more information at BonnieGortler.com.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that I love about you, Bonnie, is how you have such a passion for people having wealth and the realization that so many people don't, or so many people put it off. And I remember how that passion really turned into, you didn't know when we started working together 8 years ago that you were going to be writing a book, and you ended up writing this incredible book, Journey to Wealth. And I know that book really grew out of that deep desire to help people be able to grow wealth and make it simple, and yet you also deal with very complex ideas in the book too. So what I love about the book is that it's great for both beginners, medium, and advanced investors. Everyone can get something out of that, and I think that's really, really, really rare. So, so when you, go ahead. Yeah, it was a great experience.
It was a great experience, and something that I always wanted was I wanted that book to come out before the market would fall apart, so that they'd have strategy and they'd have some way to turn to, and something that could help them. And I not only got the book out, but I also now just recently released an e-course, and it takes time, but it's such a really good experience to be able to share and to give back to people and to help them, and I love that. So wealth is just more. Wealth is more than just money. When you invest in you, that's when your wealth will grow.
Mm-hmm. Well, those are really great concepts. So when you look at your business being, a wealth and well-being coach, what type of customer or client loves your products or services?
Well, my customers, they want to grow their money. They want to plan to build wealth, but they also want to manage risk, but they want a balanced lifestyle, because all work, no play, no fun is just not a good way to live. And my clients, they want clarity in their goals. They want someone they can confide in, to trust, someone to support, and encouragement. And I really love to encourage others. I love to inspire people, and I learned that from you, because you're such an inspiration to others, and being around you just really it touched me and became part of me. So I thank you, and it's important. I'm there to assist people in achieving results in their personal and their professional life. My clients, they want simple strategies about wealth and well-being. Was on a weight loss journey. It's challenging to go through the process, but I did lose over 75 pounds. I learned how to exercise by myself. I did have some support. I had no idea really what to do, but I learned and I reached out, and that's what you need to do sometimes to get help. And I like to help my clients with a more powerful money mindset, because when you think positive thoughts about money and when you believe you can make money, you find a way. You can do simple things. They don't all have to be hard. You want to do actually what you're passionate about doing, and something that is good for you might be different for someone else. Something that you're good at, I may not be. So you help people with that. So, and my clients want to sleep better. They want to quit worrying about money. So, just they want techniques, simple, start implementing, and the bottom line, just a new perspective about money and more confidence, but with inner peace.
Mm-hmm. I know that so many people just have a big question mark, like they, they don't know where to start, or they think that they can only start once they have a big nest egg. And so what I love about your e-course and your book and your whole approach is that you really teach that people can start anywhere, and that how important it is to start now. If they haven't started, start now. and build from there. So what advice do you have for other people starting or running your business?
Well, the first thing I got to say is do what you love, because when you're in business, you're going to be spending time in your business, and if you don't love what you do, move on, find something else. I mean, that's just something that's really important. And don't try and do everything yourself. Get help, because when you can build a support team around you, and no one says you have to do it overnight. You can do it in stages. Like when I first started a blog, I needed help. I didn't know how to do a blog. I needed some help writing. I needed how to use WordPress and all the technical aspects, and I did. I hired a marketing person to help. So you find things. Don't do it by yourself. Not all of it anyway. So, but do know how to do it, because that always helps. And to let go of perfection, but you still want excellence. And don't give up if you feel fear. You want to embrace it. Take that little step towards your fear. This starts making you feel confident that you can do it. And it's definitely something that I had to work on and still working on, and things take time. You know, you get better as you practice, as you take action. When something is important, make it a priority. If you have a goal, focus on that goal. Don't try to choose 10 things to do. Choose one pointed attention. Stay with the one item. I can laugh now. I wanted to do a webinar by myself. I think you might even remember that experience, Sheri. Even after I was on interview.
I do.
And I wanted it to be perfect, and no, I don't think so. So it's best to actually learn from the experience, do it, take an action step, and at that moment, don't worry about what everybody thinks, because when you do, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to take the action. So. And as I learned later on in life, later on in years later, it might not even be something that you really want to do. So times change, technology changes. So if you want it, make it a priority and start it, and you'll get so much more out of it. And I guess the biggest thing too is invest in you, because your personal growth is very important to living a life full of freedom, happiness, and having inner peace. You want to read books, take classes, join a mastermind group, hire a coach. I was never really around people to network and to ask questions to, and I was part of your mastermind group. I started it was probably 4 years ago, and I'm still there, and you find friends, and you have colleagues, and you have someone to turn to and ask questions. You can have accountability partners, and that's something also I recommend. I do an accountability sheet each week, and it's just part of a routine. It's a success habit, and that you do consistently, and it's just so many things that I've learned from you, Sheri, that I apply to my business, and I apply to my corporate job, and I apply to life, and it makes me happy, and I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. So it makes you a strong person, which a more confident person. So that's what I recommend to other people starting and running their business.
Mm-hmm. Well, you really encapsulated so much awesome information. And when you were talking about letting go of perfection, it reminded me of our recent Inner Circle VIP call, where we talked about the the more mistakes you make, the more success you have. Like, you've got to run almost towards mistakes and make friends with mistakes. And you can reframe the word. We don't have to call them mistakes. Like, I don't really like the word mistake or failure. I like to think of them in terms of lessons. But really, it is about, like you said, pursuing excellence, but letting go of perfection. Because if you're waiting for perfection, you're never, ever going to do it. You're never, ever going to get the things done. So I love that you brought that up. And another thing that I love that you brought up is the importance of accountability partners. And I know that, you know, in the mastermind group that I do, people in those masterminds have become like lifelong friends. You know, a couple people have even gotten together on Thanksgiving, and they're really people who have your back no matter what. And most people don't have that. Like, you know, like our family, they might have our back when it comes to our health or something like that. But when it comes to deepest fears about business or deepest fears about success in life, those accountability partners are just priceless, absolutely priceless. So I love that you brought that up. So I know you know, Bonnie, that we all experience obstacles in life and when we're running a business. So how do you personally overcome obstacles?
Well, to overcome obstacles, well, first I sit quiet, because if I focus on just on the problem, then I find that the problem gets bigger and bigger. So I ask myself, how can I make this simple? And then I look for the solution to the problem, because looking for the solution makes things run smoother. It makes things flow. So it changes the dynamic of where you are in that moment. So, and I wasn't always very good at that, so I'm sure people might know that. But I really look for a solution now. And it might not be the final solution, but it's going to be that next step. And when I have the obstacles, I like to listen to music, clear my thoughts. I like to journal in the morning. I need to shift my head. I have to change my mindset. So I'll go to what I'm grateful for, and it just gets me in a different place. And then I'll start writing down some things to try to sort through what that obstacle is and what can I change, what can I tweak. And how I go back to how can I make it simple. And then if I'm really stuck, I'll reach out. And if it's not one of my strengths, I'll pay someone for help. And I really learned that I can't do everything. If I want to, you know, have a personal life, professional life, you know, all together and be happy and still do things, I have to. I choose to get support. And I just can't do everything. And something is don't quit, you know, have that a never give up attitude, and that will keep you going forward towards what you really want to overcome those obstacles.
Mm-hmm. I really love how you talked about being solution focused, because so many people stay problem focused. I mean, we do need to maybe identify a problem, like this is a problem, but most people stay right there. They just ruminate over the problem over and over and over again. And instead, you know, I think people need to challenge themselves to be solution focused. So when you acknowledge, okay, this is the problem, instead of going, oh, this is such a big problem, going to as quickly as you can, well, what's the solution? Be a solution-focused person. So I really love that you brought that up. And I do know that one of your keys to your overall life success, because you're one of the most successful people I've ever met in my life and had the pleasure to work with, and And
Thank
it's
you.
really that never giving up. You know, you are one of the most persistent people I've ever met in my life. And
Thank you.
and I know that that's been a huge key to your success in the stock market, and to the fact that you wrote a book, that you've blogged regularly, that you've never missed an accountability sheet, that your circle of people expands and expands and expands. And the thing about you, Bonnie, is that the trust that you inspire with people. Like when you create that relationship, it might take a while to get to that relationship place, but the trust and the loyalty is just outstanding. And I know that that's, you know, major factors in all the obstacles that you've overcome in your life. So I really appreciate that you are willing to talk a little bit about, you know, what you've done, how you got here, and sharing some wisdom with people. So I would love it if you could let people know how to get in touch with you. And I know you have an awesome free ebook, and I would love for you to tell people how to get that, because I think that's a fantastic starting point for people who want to learn more about your approach to wealth.
Sure. You can go to my website, BonnieGortler.com. It's actually on the right-hand corner, but if you want to just go direct, it is bonniegortler.com/grow-your-wealth-being-/ but again, it's easy if you just go bonniegortler.com. It's on the right-hand side. You can't really miss it. It'll say Grow Your Wealth and Wellbeing free ebook. And in this ebook, I share practical and mindful techniques for you to apply so that you'll strengthen your mindset, stop struggling with stress and anxiety, create positive changes to achieve financial well-being, change your old ways of thinking, break through your challenges, feel energized, and create balance. Make a commitment today to your wealth and well-being. It's one of the best investments in your life.
Mm-hmm. So I want to spell that out for people. Bonnie Gortler is BonnieGortler.com, BonnieGortler.com, and then, you know, she gave you all the dashes and forward slashes, but you can just go to her website and then find the free gift. And it's just packed full of information. You will just really love it. I know that some people who are listening might think, you know, yes, I want that free ebook, but they might want to jump right in with a free consultation with you. So can you tell us a little bit about how people can book a consultation? Like, where do they go, or how would they contact you if they want to have a free consultation?
Well, I do have a tab on my website for you to get a free consultation, or you can just email me at bonnie@bonniegortler.com, and I will get back to you, and we can schedule that free consultation.
Mm-hmm. And I know that you have, when people do that, you have a form for them to fill out so that when they actually do the session with you, they're really getting valuable coaching because they'll give you some information. So, you know, I don't want anyone to panic here. She's not asking for detailed financial information, but kind of a starting point. So, you know, like she doesn't want to talk to an advanced investor like they're a beginner and vice versa. And really don't even get intimidated by the idea of investor because, you know, if you have money in savings, you're an investor. So Bonnie is just genius about helping people grow their wealth. And if you want to have someone who's gentle yet super smart in that area, I just recommend you go right to that free consultation. However, you know, there's sometimes you're like, oh, I'm not sure because I don't know if I know enough about her. So definitely get that ebook. You will be happy that you did do that. So I really appreciate you today, Bonnie. I appreciate everything that you brought to the table and your willingness to take time to sit down with me and answer these questions. So do you have any parting words that you want to leave with our audience here today?
Yeah, sure. Well, first I want to thank you, Sheri, for having me as your guest. I appreciate you and all of your listeners, and your mindset paves the way towards greater wealth and freedom.
I love that. I love that. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic next couple of months, and I look forward to talking with you next time on the podcast here. But keep going, keep taking those steps forward, and live life on your terms the way that you want to be living. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.